Why did you choose to write When You Love and Hate Your Job?
Um, this book was actually written at a time when I was processing what I really wanted out of my career, out of my life. And, people talk a lot about work life balance, but I find that that is our responsibility to sort that out. Yes, employers are trying to be more sensitive, colleagues are trying to be more understanding, but it is our life at the end of the day. So we need to figure out what we want and what is good work life balance for us. So when I wrote When You Love and Hate Your Job, I had just resigned from a GP partnership, which is a very busy job, running a GP practice. Mine was a GP practice with 4 other partners and 12,000 patients. And I realized at that time, I had just turned 40, that I wasn't having enough time for my family and for the other things that I wanted to do. I felt a bit restricted because of my commitment to the partnership. And I felt that I still loved practicing medicine. I still loved seeing my patients, but I just did not want to feel that I had sacrificed the rest of my life to be able to do that. So I wrote When You Love and Hate Your Job just to process my own thoughts and reflections, the things I had learned through figuring out what I really wanted and finding the perfect balance, which I'm actually enjoying now. So I work part-time as a university lecturer. I still work as a self-employed GP, just not a GP partner. And I'm still able to write and to do lots of other things that I enjoy doing. People sometimes like to wait till they're 65, 70 to retire and do the things they enjoy. But I think you can do a lot of those things now, not waiting for 20 to 30 years to look back and think, well, I could have done that. I think working in a dementia service also made me realize that life is precious. There's no guarantees. Some people work so hard, get to their 60s, and just when they're thinking they're about to start enjoying their lives, something happens, and all their plans just go down the drain, and you can see them grieving the plans that they had because they hadn't really lived their lives well before then. And I just thought, I want to enjoy my life now. I want to enjoy my family. I want to enjoy my skills, my talents. I want to enjoy my opportunities while still enjoying my career. So I'm really grateful for general practice being something that I can do a bit of that as well as other things with. And yes, compromises have to be made here and there, but I feel on the whole, I've found a good balance, and that's the secret I was sharing in this book, just how to navigate why exactly are we working, what exactly is the benefit of work. It's not only money, trust me. In my book, Money and Mental Well-Being, I talked about how the reason why we work is not just for money. There are lots of other benefits of working, but then we find jobs that we absolutely love, but then there are aspects of it that we hate. Sometimes we find ourselves doing jobs that we completely hate, but we love the money or the income that comes from it. So it's finding that balance of when you find that you're doing something and you're not completely happy, how can you navigate to find yourself in a place where you're more balanced and you're able to feel more in control? Because at the end of the day, it is our lives, and there's no cavalry coming to save you from that job. If that's something you don't like, you need to make a plan of how long you want to stay in the job, what exactly you're hoping to achieve by doing that job, or whatever it is you're doing. It might not be a job, it might just be a time out of work, because for some people they've left work to focus on looking after children, making a home, and having a bit of a plan and an idea, doing things intentionally makes it more productive. So yeah, those are the kind of things I talk about in the book. But yeah, read it and see what you think. Please remember to leave reviews if you manage to check it out. But yeah, I think it's something that's really relevant for today, because a lot of people are just very unhappy just doing the motions. And I think that if we can just take some time out to reflect and do what we really want to do, we can be more productive, more happy, and we're making a better contribution to the world and people around us.